Parceritos y parceritas, welcome to a new episode of Classic Diez Podcast. Today we have a fucking nice guest here, and it's Hisen shirts, yeah.
Shirts.
One of the most iconic guys on Instagram. Super happy to have you here, my friend. I see that beautiful background full of nice shots from Inter Milan, so we're gonna talk about this beautiful club. How you going?
I'm good, Matt. Thank you very much for inviting me in your very cool podcast. I can't wait. I can't wait for this episode to talk about football and stuff with you.
Awesome. I'm very excited as well. Unfortunately, I couldn't find my Inter shirts.
You told me.
I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I have to just look at, because it's very weird that they disappear. But so I'm gonna put just like a series around. Well, Hinson, if you want to start, let's do it from the beginning. Let's present yourself to everyone.
Yeah, my real name is Isaac. Isn't it just a nickname that some drunk guy gave me a few years ago? So I just use it just on the social network. A few friends call me Hisen, actually. I'm living in Italy, and I got a kid. I just get married. I don't know if people get interested.
Congratulations from
fresh
all the
news.
Community. Like I say to you, like again.
My kid just wake up right now, so maybe if we get some screenshot as well. I live in Italy. I actually living in a city close to Switzerland, the border with Switzerland. It's like 10 minutes away driving, and I work in Switzerland like many people here. So I cross the border every day.
All the time.
So little bit Swiss as well. It's 15 years I'm working there now. I'm 36.
36, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Still young, mate. Just married,
everybody.
36-year-old, going to Switzerland. Nice life. And did you born in Italy as well?
Yeah. I was born in Varese, which is a city close to Milan, because I live.
Okay. And now, what is the name of the city that you live in now?
Luino, Luin. Is city well known because a lot of comic artists born here, like a lot of poets and writers. So it's known for that and for the lake.
Okay. And you are like more a poet or more like a comic or writer?
No, more a comic. I was telling you yesterday to my wife that I wish to have had a path in the comic scene, but I didn't get my chances.
That's very cool. And I didn't know about the city, and I didn't know about like this like comedy scene there, comic scene there, or like they actually like writers, etc. But very cool to have the cities there, and also
but it's a small city. It's like 14,000 people here.
Okay, yeah, it's very small, but you have Switzerland there as well, so you can go close and down. That's one of the things that most like me from Europe as well. You can travel very easy and like go to beautiful places very quick.
That's something we always used to do. Even if the weekend, you can like spend more money and more time going to London than to Milan, for example.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's incredible. Here, if you want to travel to like, I don't know, to Europe, it's going to be like 15 hours, in a plane, and it's going to be like $1,000 as well. So very difficult. Well, so do you want to talk a little bit about like what is your work?
Yeah, I work for a company. I do like financial stuff most, and I'm working there since 2009. So it's been I've been there a long time, yeah. And I actually like my job. I very like my job. Very love my job, and I do it at start. You just go there. You go there for money, and that's it, because you are young. So you want your money. But then year per year, I grew up inside the company, so I had the opportunity to learn a lot of things, a lot of stuff, to do some courses outside in university, and I just understand how my specific job get bigger. I mean, it's not just about financial, but it could be about politics. It could be about geography and anything else like that. Everything which is close to the financial world. Every situation we live this year with the war, how this can affect everything around. Not just the poor people who live there or the social side of the war, but even all the big impacts on the international scale. Because it's always been my passion, geography and history, always been my passion. And so put them in my work, it's something who can just improve your happiness in taking your car and going to work. I'm not stressed anymore because there are 70,000 people who cross the border every day to Switzerland from Italy. And I'm living like 20 kilometers away from my job place, but I took like an hour and a half during the winter season to do it.
Because it's full of snow, I guess.
Yeah, traffic jam all day. It's crazy.
Crazy.
It's just Italian plates you see there, right? Just Italian car.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, everyone is crossing there. And like also Switzerland has this like fame around the world that they have like a very strong economy as well. So many people try to go there and live as well. Like I hear from French friends here as well that they are very close to the border to Switzerland, and they do the same. And guys from Luxembourg as well try to just like having a job in Switzerland because it's like way more nice to have like in terms of like monetary like lifestyle.
Yeah, of course. For the Swiss part of Switzerland is quite different, because there a lot of Swiss people go to France living and then go back to Swiss working like weekly. Like they go to Switzerland on Sunday night and they go back on Friday night. That's it. But they're Swiss living in France. In my part, Italian region of Switzerland, nobody for the moment, just a few, decide to go to Italy living and then working in Switzerland. Like we call us frontaliere, because we cross the border.
So that's
our name. And the French part, like Geneva, is quite harder because the cost of living there is very expensive, very expensive, like crazy. Then okay, the salary, they are good salary because the cost of living is quite high. That's why they are good salary.
Yeah.
But
so I imagine it's good.
It's like working in your place, for people who live there.
Isaac, so clearly you find from Inter Milan, Nerazzurri. So
Nerazzurri.
Let's talk a little bit of the Nerazzurri. Why you got like this fanatic about this club?
It's very simple. Because the family side from my mother, they are all Interisti, crazy like hell. And everything started with my grandpa, who was a true Interista. He had a restaurant here in Luino, and Inter Milan from the 60s used to come here and eating. Also Gigi Riva, Gigi Riva, Italian best goal scorer, came because it's close. He came from a city here close, and so my granddad teach everybody in the family to support Inter Milan. And I'm gonna say something really hard to say for me, but when I was a little kid, I was supporting Juventus because my dad. But then I had like a brainwash around 5-6 years old. This is like a secret. Nobody knows. Just my wife knew that. And
now it's gonna like more people on YouTube, but that's fine.
He always treat me to use this information with others, but now that became public, she can't anymore. So
that's okay.
But then I changed my mind because of my cousin. He did me brainwash like my granddad did them. So since there, I'm just black and blue.
Oh, awesome.
And because of this guy as well.
So that's the next question. So do you reckon Djorkaeff is your like little idol?
Yeah. When I was young, it was my idol, and was this shirt was the first shirt who let me think, wow, it's very cool having a football shirt. When I see this shirt, I start collecting shirts.
Okay, but this is not your first shirt. This is the one that you say like, oh, I really like it.
Yes, this is not my first
very
shirt.
hard part.
My first shirt was a shirt that my dad bring to me from London. Was a Ryan Giggs shirt from Manchester United, 94-95. And I don't know where, or 95-96, I don't remember specifically, because I really don't know where is this shirt now, right now. Could be in some other countries, when you send free.
Maybe it's here in Australia, in one of the op shops. You never know. That was like a very good Diaz as well from Manchester United, the Fergie babies, all the with the this very iconic vibes. What do you think about this? Look, the Serie A now, it's very tight because Napoli just like have like a
loss with us.
Yeah. So how do you see this Serie A? What do you think? What do you reckon about who's going to be the champion?
Historically, Spalletti's teams are always going down during January and February. And I saw them on Wednesday, and I saw them very poor physically. Physical conditions very poor. And now Kvaratskhelia been out for a couple of months. I didn't see him play really well. And also, I guess, even if they are the best attacking side of Syria, I didn't see them a very clear way of offensive style. I mean, he always turn the people around the strikers, and this can affect in a bad way the team, even if they score during the process of the what is left in the season in Syria. And in my opinion, I was telling yesterday someone, and for me, Juventus is gonna win this Serie A.
Surprise.
Yeah.
I was talking with a collector from Juventus, and he say like his favorite was Milan, but he said like, but just wait for us because we are like brand new thing, everything, but like the team, it's beating everyone, and they have like 7 wins consecutive, I think, something like that. Yeah. So it's scary. It gets scary because you know what is happening when they are with the mindset of like winning. It's
I check statistics. Yes, you know the goal per the expected goals.
Yeah, sure.
And they had like 18 expected goals against. So to take and they took just 7 goals. So
that's like 11 goals down. That's a lot of points. It's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points.
The expected goals is very nice to watch all the time because it's telling you the trend of what is going to happen, you know? Like, if you see, for example, I thought it was like Brighton last season in the Premier League. He was having like a very good expected goals, and like they make it a good season, but not the best season. But this season, you understood why they were playing very well.
It's a team I love to watch, Brighton.
Yeah, right. I really like it.
Even if I'm not a big fan of the derby, never been, because here in Italy it doesn't have a great great review.
Yeah,
it's always been painted like a mastermind, but at the end you always bring their teams to 14, 13th place. So it never did anything incredible. I mean, but I see that in England you got less pressure, you got more time to work. He's got idea, the guy, and he's showing right now that their ideas are easy to apply, and that's a good point for him. Anyway, Juventus. Talk about Juventus. Juventus still didn't play with a lot of players this season because Di Maria never played, Pogba never played, and Vlahovic is now injured. But Vlahovic is a guy who can score 20 goals just from here to the hand. So
yeah, true. Yeah, scary. Well, that's a very good bet, to be honest. Like I was not
and they
expecting
are
them,
lucky. And they are
but it's
lucky.
yeah. Well, it's very good. And what about the Champions League? Do you have any favorite?
Yeah, I see a Groundhog Day, like Manchester City this time of the season. You see the best team in Europe, but then for some reason we go out in knockout stages. I don't know why, but I see Inter Milan arriving semi-final.
Oh, okay.
And I guess the winner will be PSG.
Oh, that's a well as well. Very good bet. No one's is like from the guys that I speak in this podcast, no one see PSG as a favorite just because what happened all the seasons in the Champions League, you know. But obviously they have this crazy guy called Messi that can change a game very easily. Also Mbappe, it's just crazy.
There
It's
are two
crazy.
reasons. Messi and Mbappe are the two reasons. Messi, because you may think, he won the World Cup, so he's fulfilled his dreams, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I see with more energy to win after the World Cup.
Yeah.
Mbappe, with some kind of revenge of the World Cup. You know, he got time to win more World Cup, and maybe they will win the next World Cup, but he's got a great mindset, so I think they will push to win it.
I got very impressed with Mbappe after less than a week that the final was finished. He was training. He had 2 weeks of holidays and he don't want to take it. He was straight away to the training pitch in PSG, which is very impressive because it shows like what he wants. It's like very strong mind, you know?
Yeah. Strong mind.
Well,
that's how you arrive there at that level. Just with
exactly.
Because the guy you got in the back, it was maybe one of the best striker in the last 15, 20 years, but his mind was never that good to arrive there.
I have another Italian collector, and he say something very interesting. He say that he think that Balotelli was the best striker that Italy make ever. The thing is, like, he just couldn't control it. But for skills, for like physical, he was the best striker that
he was like the best international Italian player we got in the last 20 years. I mean, it was like the only player you can show to the world this is an international high level, like the one who could be Mbappe today. Maybe not at the same level, but the guy had some skill, incredible skill. It was. Yeah. I remember some goal for us, but he had a really poor mind, poor mentality.
Yeah, I listened a video of Mourinho saying that who was the craziest player that he had in his career, and he said that it was Mario, because he put one example that when he was in Inter, Mario was the only available striker for like multiple reasons, that it was like multiple injuries, cards, etc. in the club, and Mario was the only one, and he was playing against like a Russian team, I think, and
against Dynamo Kiev.
Yeah, against Dynamo, and Mario got a yellow card like just before the actually halftime. So Mourinho said like of 15 minutes talking in the actually like halftime, I spent 14 just saying, Mario, please be careful, please, they're gonna provoke you, just be chill, like don't talk. If you think the ref is like not cool with you, just like chill, don't worry. 1 minute in the match, in the second half, red card straight.
Yeah,
crazy.
I know
that shows how he was like out of his mind all the time.
Yeah, and it wasn't like an act against what Mourinho was saying. like saying I'm bigger than you, Mourinho. But it was like it was just a guy just like that. That's him.
Yeah.
And Mancini called him in March for the qualifier of the World Cup.
Yeah.
And after 3 days, he left. But I was saying, finally they are calling up the best striker we got. He's still the best. He's still the best striker Italy has. Italy is really poor. You know, I never support Italy national team in a strong way. I remember 2 years ago during the final against England, I was in a sea resort, an Italian sea resort, and there was like 4 big screen for the final. One in the cinema, one in the main square, one in the bar, and I was dressing a Norwich City shirt. That's why I was supporting more England. England is the national team I always support more than Italy.
Oh, look at that. So wait, I'm gonna change these babies here, and I'm gonna put the England ones.
I don't support against Italy. You know, I just don't like that we had a too big fail in qualifying for 2 World Cup. And when we won the Europe Championship, I say, okay, more dust under the carpet. This win will cover all the problem we still got. And then the result, like Thanos said, they call me a madman, but I was true, because then we failed to qualify, because everybody here, newspaper, journalists on TV, everybody would say, yeah, we face Portugal. We can beat Portugal. Yeah, it will be hard for Portugal. We will beat Portugal. Yes, man, but first you have to play against North Macedonia, and you get out from North Macedonia.
Yeah, I think that was a mistake as well. Like, clearly they were very confident about North Macedonia, which theoretically, like, it is like less than your team, but this is a professional game. This is not like a 7-by-7. You need to play the game.
And Mancini as well. When we get out from the group stage with the Northern Ireland, so going to play the knockout, the playoff against North Macedonia, he was saying, yeah, we beat them, we beat Portugal, we're going to win the World Cup, we will win the World Cup. How can you say that? And now, after the World Cup, he say, oh, I watched the World Cup. I was very, very, very sad, because if we were there, we were going to win it. How can you say that with the team you got there? And you still call Bonucci, which is 35, and it's finished. That player, and still calling Spinazzola, which is injured like 6 months per season, calling all this guy. I got something to say. Then we stop about this matter. I'm completely against the under-21 team, because under-21 team, the youth team, they used to be like a place for the young people to grow up, to go to the main team, major team. No, in Italy, we got the mind that under-21 must win tournament. They don't count for nothing, those tournaments. So stop it. That's why we don't have any young player
coming.
So we got the player for the youth academy going to Chelsea, like Casadei this summer. This guy from a youth academy, Prof Inter, never played a minute in the first team. Went to Chelsea for like 15 millions. And all the Inter Milan supporters, no, we sold this gem. No, why? Yeah, and they never watched him play once. That's why we thought that all our youth players are like Mbappe, but then they are like I don't know, like Emileski. That's it. Not even Emileski. Emileski got.
It was good. He used to be good. Well, mate, hope everything is gonna be fine for the next one.
I tell you something, if Bonucci won't be there, I will support Italy.
I don't think that he's gonna make it anyway. Like, he's very close to just like finish the contract as well with Juventus, or at least not be one of the like starting 11, because clearly Juventus' problem as well is like many old players right now. they
Yeah,
they,
but
they need to change it.
yeah, but they got a couple of young players that now are getting their starting, like Fagioli and Miretti.
Yeah, they're moving back.
I'm liking them. I'm like both of them, I must say.
Yeah.
Especially Miretti.
Yeah, I watched him like twice, and I heard very good stuff about him before as well.
Yeah.
So and it's getting important roles in the team as well during this season. So yeah, it could be very interesting as well. Mostly for the nation as well, to start to having these players like actually for like the big tournaments upcoming, just like being involved with the national team, know how you play this, because that's the other big problem. Playing Euro Cups, playing World Cups, is tournaments that you have to be like with like a team that has experience, but also with a young team that learns to like do that transition quickly and faster and nicer. Which I think that's the strong point of France, for example.
Of course,
like
I was thinking about
very good
Chouameni.
mix. Exactly. Like Chouameni now, next Euro Cup, he's gonna play way more chill than the World Cup, because he already played like the final of the World Cup. Same like Camavinga. Well, let's talk more now about your collection, which is like the actually purpose of the podcast. So
anyway, we talk more about Juventus than Inter Milan, eh?
Yeah, so let's start to get more Nerazzurri now.
Yeah, but that's okay. Don't worry. It's better. It's better I don't talk. It's better I don't talk about Inter Milan. So.
Yeah, of course. So how many jerseys do you have in your collection?
Okay, must say last year was like a refreshing year for my collection. So I sold a lot of useless shirts. Okay. Because I was going to focus more on quality over quantity, and more the shirts I like without any panic buying. So I sold a lot. I sold like 100 shirts last year.
Woo!
And I bought them. Not too many, to be honest. But now I just count them few days ago, because I boxed them all, because I'm moving them to my grandma house, because he's got a big space, so I wanna put them there, and I'm more about 100, 160, 163 if I don't remember.
Oh, that's good. That's good, because you sell another 100, so you have big number.
Yeah, but I had a lot of the 15, 10 euros shirt you find in the winter shop or there. Mm-hmm. Oh, football shirt, buy it. Oh, another one, buy it. But at least I never wore once, even for playing, because I got my shirt for playing and my shirt like for the collection. Yeah. So, yeah.
And in that 160 that you have, you don't count any like training or jackets or etc. Has to be like
no, I don't count them. No.
Yeah. Okay. So just like home, away, third, or like fourth nowadays.
Yeah, or like yeah, I got just a couple of remake jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Remake,
yeah, but
official,
like authentic.
Official,
yeah. Yeah.
Like the Nagoya Grampus from Mizuno, and 98. It was through Cult Kids a couple of years ago.
Yeah, even like I got once a Liverpool official remake for this shirt that it has like kind of like diamonds texture. Yeah. Very cool. Because it is like 80 something, the original shirt, and it's like absolutely impossible to find it in good condition. So what? Candy. Candy sponsor, yeah. Yeah, so I got it like the official remake from Adidas, and they make like the texture similar of the candy, the thing, like it's very, very good vibe, because it's like brand new, but like keeping that an authentic. But yeah, because like I got it that one because I thought it was like just impossible to have the other one in good condition. Even in like classic football shirts, I saw it like once in a year, and like a lot of money.
I don't buy a lot from there, to be honest, because the prices, and because we got this app here in Europe, which is called Vinted.
Ah, yeah, everyone got it for them. So cheap, and just like he say, like a friend, like one of the guys that here in the podcast, he say like just like you scroll it and you have a new shirt. You scroll it, you have a new shirt. Like it's crazy.
60 euros.
98, mate.
60 euros on Vinted. There are people who doesn't know what they got in the wardrobe, and if you put the correct filter, you find a lot of gem there. Really, I bought a Juventus shirt from a guy from Norway for Tiven. I don't know if you know it. Yeah, we paid like 25 euros. So it was like a 95, 96 shirt or 94, 95 shirt. Was perfect. The only thing it got was a print on the back of the wrong phone number, if I don't remember bad. If I remember wrong. By the way, you pay 25 euros if you.
And do you prefer more retro jerseys or modern jerseys?
I'm more on retro because I really stuck with memories when I was young. It was, and so that's why I'm more retro. But I'm buying some modern. Last shirt I bought, it didn't arrive yet. Is the oversized Manchester City shirt from this year. You see, they put out an oversized shirt.
Okay.
Yeah, they did this shirt to bring over the hoodie for the stadium, at least. It's a bigger size. I didn't receive it yet because they didn't find my address.
The good thing about the modern shirts, it's the quality and technology. Because the retros are very cool, but some of them are like, okay, you need to be very careful with this shirt because it's going to be damaged like nothing. Okay, so in your collection, do you prefer your shirts with name set or doesn't matter?
I got both of them. As I told you before, my love at first sight with a football shirt was this Jorkav shirt. So you may think name set always there, but I'm focusing more on my childhood hero shirt, and there are some issues with people who doesn't like the print service nowadays. You know, like you got a whole shirt, so you send to someone to print. But I think that for the whole shirt, where the font were like similar to whole, it's like it's like the same for me. Yeah. It's not, of course, a much more player issue shirt. So I'm more on my childhood hero for a name set. Like I got a Hagi shirt from Romania, and I got some Mostovoy from Celta, and I got a Chau shirt from Slovenia. I'm really close to the Eastern player, like from
I see it.
Croatia and Slovenia, Russia. Yeah, that's my favorite players were from there. And I found a very good guy, which is Cutting Edge Shirts, which is a printing service in Manchester. He's a very cool guy. He done some charity as well. Percentage of the shirts went to charity. So his works are really, really brilliant. So I'm making some, some sponsorship for him, but he's a very cool guy, and his works are incredible. And so I'm both them. So but I bought during the World Cup 2 shirts with name set from Jude Bellingham from England away, and Mohamed Kudus from Ghana home, because I watched them and I love them both. So maybe in 20 years
it's gonna be super crazy to find that shirt.
Will go to my son. It will show to someone on the internet. You see, my father got a Mohamed Kudus shirts, and
100%. Bellingham was like a fucking crazy in this World Cup. Like everyone wants him now.
Against the US, played bad against the US, and it was the day I bought the shirt. So it's my cues.
Destiny. What about do you have like any favorite shirt in your collection
that had the opportunity to have this year? Is this one?
Oh man, I love it.
Shirt.
Absolutely,
that's my favorite shirt ever.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's Do you know Cuauhtemoc Blanco?
Yeah.
He was playing in that season.
I will send you a video later privately of my son doing a Quatemina. I just told him do the Quatemina, and
he does it.
Yeah,
he's like iconic player from America.
Iconic player, and
Mexico as well.
days, I'm watching some shirt of him because I would like to have a shirt of him. I got we're talking about Mexico. I've been lucky because a friend of my mother has been a coach there in Mexico. He coached some teams in Mexico. He coached also the second team of Club America. So I just asked him for some shirts, and he has some shirt to give me. Like it's been like 6 months. They hold match worn shirts from the La Liga Mexican, but didn't have the time to go to him and get it yet.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? As well, if you have the contact like a person like that, fantastic, because you can have like very nice shirts, match worn, unbelievable. And now, like America, it's one of the biggest clubs in Mexico, so everyone wants that shirt as well because they move quite a lot of people behind.
No, this one, the Club America, the 1946, I both it, but he got a couple of Club America from late 90s.
Oh, yeah. Late 90s.
Late 90s, yeah, the Nike shirts.
Yeah.
And he got also a Adebayor match worn from Mets.
Oh, crazy.
So,
crazy.
Yeah, because the owner of Mets is a original Italian guy from my city, by the way.
Yeah.
From this city. So knows, and he gave him this Adebayor match worn shirt from Mets.
Do you have any match worn shirts at the moment in your collection as well?
I got a couple. This is more a player issue than than match worn. Prepared from Costa Curta.
Yeah, we talk about that. Yeah, we talk about that.
Yeah,
cool.
And you see, it's you understand it's a player issue match worn because there's no Nike logo.
Yeah.
Italy crazy. Played with before Kappa. They never for some policy from the federation. They never showed the technical brand on a shirt.
Okay. It was but it was manufactured by Nike, and that's the one that they use in the next year after they sold it.
And I believe, not 100% sure, that this Ivory Coast from 2000 is still it's a player issue. The only thing is about the font, because it's not the original Kappa font, but I checked some pictures, and they use also this font before the classic Kappa font, the Comic Sans font, they call it.
Yeah. That's beautiful. I never saw actually that one, the Côte d'Ivoire. Very, very cool shirt. Very nice.
Yeah, I like the color, the green and the orange together.
Very good mix. What is the last shirt that you bought and you have right now?
Actually, I bought this shirt before the World Cup to have it also for Christmas because it got Christmas color, which is
mate, the total 90 from Morocco with Naibet.
I bought it from the guy My Classic Kit, the guy My Classic Kit, who got his profile suspended right now.
Yeah. Why?
He's working with this. Nobody knows. Some jealous guy, I guess, reported his profile because he was too good. That's the reason. Yeah, of course.
Crazy.
It's the only reason. He's very cool guy. I don't know how people could treat him like that. And Instagram can't help him to get his profile back.
Yeah, I don't know why during the World Cup it was as well. I know a girl from Mexico that she got same, just closed the account because she posted a photo of the World Cup, something like that. And someone reported, I don't know why, but they closed the account. And she
also
works
the guy from Shirty Stefan, 83.
Yeah.
Him as well got banned before the World Cup.
Crazy. What is happening? we're not doing anything.
Like, there is some. Can we use bad words in this podcast? There are some
100%.
Some bastards out there which is reporting the other profile just for jealousy.
Imagine.
That's it.
That's pretty shit. But
I'll be the next one now that I call him a bastard.
No, please, no. Hisen, no, because he's a very cool guy. Please. Which shirt do you think like you will never buy?
That shirt will show you all how your body is done inside. I don't remember the team. I think it's
the Spanish club.
Yeah, the Spanish club.
Yeah, that's horrible.
How can you? How can you?
That's horrible. And it's another one
with the ham slices as well, if I don't remember well, or something.
It's another one with meat. Like green peas around, like it looks like a broccoli. Horrible. Yeah, how do you make it?
That's a shirt I could buy because I'm vegetarian, so it would make sense.
We are. So I am as well, so we can buy that one.
So we can't buy even the Getafe shirt with Burger King sponsor.
The sponsor, yeah. That's very funny. And they have like if you move it like this, you can see that it has like the crown on the back.
If you do the Ravanelli move.
Yeah, the Ravanelli move, you have like the crown of Burger King, which is very, very funny. Yeah. And which is the most expensive shirt that you have in your collection?
Yeah, I guess the Club America shirt is the only one I didn't think about the money. Even it was a lot of money because I bought him from a Mexican guy, straight from a Mexican guy. And as long as the shirt arrive in Europe, the prices get high by 100 euros. So
yeah.
It was a good deal. But it's still the most expensive.
Do you have a number? How much was the jersey?
Yeah, it was like 220 euros. Okay. I see them for in Europe. I just see them, and condition are very good. So it's like new. I mean, not like new, but crazy. The color are still bright.
Yeah.
There's no big pulls. There's no big issue in it. Just a couple. But I see some South American, Central American shirt from European seller going like this one, like more than 350. But so I think it depends by the time, because sometimes you got some shirts who are high valuable in the market because it's their moment. Like during an event, like during a World Cup. If you had to buy a Morocco shirt,
you had to pay a lot of money.
98, at least you gotta pay the double. That's
for example, Viali tie, right? So all the shirts from Viali, it's gonna be like crazy now.
I had a Chelsea Viali shirt when I was a kid. The first one, the course. Yeah, I don't know where it is. It's like the Ryan Giggs shirt. I don't know. Because I had some troubles with my shirt when I was young, because I used to bring them to the training ground and give to all my mates, my football teammates, and so to play together with my shirts. But at least they hold them and I never see them. Some guy came to me a few weeks ago, and say, "Hey, you remember you gave me this Aston Villa shirt, maybe, or the Manchester United white and blue shirt?" And yes, I remember. You still got it? Yes, I got it, but I don't remember when. But I got it.
Very funny.
Can I have it back?
Please, can I have it back? And which is the shirt that you like? You were looking for a very long time, and you actually haven't found yet.
Yeah. At the beginning of the year, I posted a story on my Instagram account, and I said that the only shirt I really want this year is the Nigeria 94 away shirt. Then a friend of mine wrote me, and my friend, there are only match worn and player issue out there, and I see them like for going out for 10,000 euro.
Yeah, that's a Ducati.
I may change my mind on my goals for my shirt girls for this year.
You kind of still waiting for someone in Vinted that put it for like $10, so you can go. Yeah. Otherwise, just like buy a Ducati and say like, oh well, this is the Nigeria shirt.
You buy a good motorbike with the money, even a car.
Okay, and which is the cheapest shirt that you ever bought? Oh, mate.
This
So
is a
nice.
grasshopper shirt for 92, 93.
Why drugs?
No drugs.
No drugs.
So this one I got it for free. So that could be the.
Probably was like a message for you, like.
Yeah, no, I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs. I'm cool. I won a raffle in the last weeks. The first one time I won a raffle. This 92 Netherlands
Oh,
shirt.
mate, that's crazy. I really wanted that shirt because my fiance, she's Dutch.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, because I always wanted, and that's one of my favorites, even better than the 88 is amazing, but I don't want to pay fucking $1,000 for a shirt.
There was a 88 on sale in the last days from a guy called Grail Shirts.
Mm-hmm. How much?
He was selling it.
How much he was asking?
If I don't remember, 450.
Oh, it's not bad because
it's not bad. No.
I saw that shirt for over 1,000 here in Australia once. Crazy, because it's the one shirt, like every collector. I think like if you have that shirt, you will be like, I finished with this.
I thought the same for the Club America shirt because always been my top grade.
Oh, yes. So see, yeah, that's the kind of things like.
I thought to stop it after it, but then now.
My main shirt, the one that I say like I have enough. It's the Colombia 90, the red one.
The red one
that it has the His, the authentic one.
The red is crazy. It's another one I wanted.
Yeah,
it's impossible to find.
It's so hard. So hard.
I think also the guy from Classic Football Shirt who is collecting all the shirt from Italian 90 doesn't have it yet. So
see, impossible. See, if he doesn't, he doesn't have it, like how it's gonna arrive to me, it's gonna be very difficult. But well, I still waiting and still like printing of any of those ones. What is do you have any regret about selling or giving a shirt that you say like, oh, I should just keep this shirt?
Yeah, I did a raffle a few months ago for the Japan
yeah. Mm-hmm.
With a wooden box. It was like 2,100 pieces.
Yeah,
they make it, and I don't know why I did this raffle. And but then I don't have the shirt anymore, so that's why I'm regretting, because it's a very special shirt, and it's Japan always deliver very good shirts, and also because it was a limited edition. But as I told you, I'm not really focused on this kind of material stuff like limited edition shirt or match worn or player issue. I'm more on shirt who can feed my memories.
Yeah.
So it's something. It's like a bridge between my past and my future, and the shirts are the path. I mean.
Yeah, I think it's like just this. Just go back to these days, and you remember. Like one of my favorite shirts, like just in silence, is actually the 2000s from Netherlands. The one that they play in the Euro Cup, that is like just orange and black here, accents here. That's it. It's like a V neck, and it's just because I bought a shirt fake when I was a kid, and it was like the first ever shirt that I bought, saving money to buy that fake one, and now I have it authentic, and I'm like, what? No, come on, it's crazy. But
I know that feel. I know that feel because I'm thinking about a shirt who had when I was a kid, and then I don't, and I would like to have it, but I don't really remember. Maybe some crazy Italian striker like from the 90s, because I had a lot of shirts from the 90s from Italian team, from crazy striker. And I see Pasquale Luiso was a striker for Vicenza, and from Piacenza I had the Piacenza shirt as well as Hubner, but they are very difficult shirt to find. They are really iconic striker from the 90s. They are strikers that if they play today in Serie A, they would score like 35 goals per year.
Yeah, easily. Yeah, easily, because those days it was very difficult, and as well was the pure GS of the Catenaccio in the Serie A. Very difficult to actually score because everything was tough there. Yeah, I think that's the main thing as well why we are collecting, right? Like trying to bring all that memories there and like complete our dreams or like having these
Of
moments
course, yeah.
forever. Talking about this, do you have like which is your best memory or which is your best anecdote with a soccer kid?
One of the most is the training ground shirts. Telling you, with my football
Kid friends,
teammate,
just give
giving
it.
away those. Yeah, but the best for me ever, if even if they were fake shirt, because they were the one selling in the local market on Wednesday here in Luino, and my grandma give me like what are now 10 euros every week, and go and buy a t-shirt in the market. I had a lot of fake shirts because when I was a kid, just because it was easily find a fake shirt, the original one. Because the original one you could buy just by the local sports shop, but they had like a Milan, Juventus, Inter, Italy. That's it.
And
Or
way more expensive.
Yeah, they were more expensive, and by post as well. So you do the post bulletin, you send the letter, and they send you the shirt. It was very difficult, and sometimes I received some original shirt for my birthday. I remember one. I remember is the Helber shirt from Bayern München, Giovanni Helber, the Brazilian strike.
Yeah.
And another one was the Sonny Anderson shirt from Barcelona, while my mother was on Mediterranean cruise.
Yeah.
And it bought the Barcelona. Yeah.
I have a similar story, and it was like my mom went to Europe to do like kind of the same, and she said like, which shirt you want? You need to choose just one, and I make a list of like 15, and I start to cross which one I want and which one not. And at the end, I finishing getting the Real Madrid 06, which is the Team's Gate like template with just white and gray. Beautiful shirt. I think I'm still having like back at home. I just need to find it. We arrived to the surprise sections of the podcast. They're very cool because you don't know them yet. So I just want to know and see how you act. The first one is just like, I'm going to give you some names, and then the first thing that comes to your mind, just give it to me.
Okay.
So the first one is one striker. It was very important in the club, in Inter, but then he decided to do different stuff that, well, it's very curious. What do you think about Zlatan Ibrahimovic?
Zlatan Ibrahimovic is the player that you love if he play for you, and you hate the most if he play against you. And he always shown how good he is.
Yeah.
I think his peak was when he was playing in Inter Milan those years, and because then he went around between PSG, Manchester, and now in Milan. Now he's injured. I hope he's coming back, because I got a fantasy football team.
And he's allowed now.
Yeah, but when last year, last 2 years when he play, he always show who Zlatan Ibrahimovic is.
Yeah, he's crazy.
He always be there. I'm not hate him. I don't hate him at all. I don't hate him at all as well, because I understand how good he is. I understand his behavior. Even when he fouled Materazzi and he sent him to the hospital during the derby, I may understand. That fact. So, but as supporter, you're gonna tell him the baddest words, but then you understand why he did this, and you can never realize how he is on a football pitch. So
and well, Ibra as well make a very good deal for Inter, because he went to Barcelona and Barcelona pay and give you a top. What do you think about Samuel
Eto'o? One of the best striker, one of the best number 9 ever. Maybe the best African players ever.
Yeah.
along with my idea, the best African player ever, except the god like Okocha and Kalusha Bualia from Zambia and Roger Milla, is Yaya Toure. But it was best 9. Even for Inter, didn't really play as a 9. He plays more as a winger, like so left winger. But it was those 2 years. I never realized we had a player like him. One of the biggest player we ever had, along with Mateus and Ronaldo, the original Ronaldo. I mean, the Brazilian Ronaldo.
Yeah.
And I never realized we had such a great player. It was incredible. It was incredible. Now he got into politics, and I changed a little bit my mind about him, because it's playing like a little bit like a dictator. Mm-hmm. But as a player, you can't say anything about him.
Yeah. And what about the striker that it was next to him, Milito?
Yeah, Milito. There are a comparison last year between him and Giroud. I think Giroud is a better striker than him, and Milito always scored a lot of goals wherever he went. But unfortunately, his image of the Champions League had been a little bit. He got a little bit dirt because of the last season. He was always injured. He missed some goals, some incredible goals. But I will always thank him for everything. I always thank him for everything. And I remember when he ended his career in Racing, I posted a picture of him. It was celebrated by everyone, and I wrote above the picture "Fuck Ronaldo." That's it. Because that Ronaldo went to AC Milan.
Yeah,
I never accept this.
Yeah, and actually, the next one that I was asking you is that Ronaldo Nazario, the Brazilian.
I had the pleasure to watch Ronaldo play live a lot of time in San Siro, and it was better than on TV. So when you had Ronaldo, you knew it. You had the best player in the world. So we've been very unlucky with him, because he had a couple of big injuries, really big. I still remember when he broke his knee in Rome against Lazio. He was just coming back from a long injury.
Yeah.
And I remember how he was crying there. I remember how he was crying on May 5th when we lost the Scudetto, the last game against Lazio. But when he was playing, like the first year, the Air of 10 season, when he was wearing the number 10 shirt, he was incredible, unstoppable, an alien. Nobody likes him.
Yeah,
but then he decided to go to the other side of the Naviglio, the other side of Milan, and he celebrated when he scored against us in the derby. But then I remember the Zlatan Ibrahimovic face, and the starting of the second half, there is a focus on his face. It was like watching Ronaldo like that. And I knew that it was overturning the match in the second half, and he did.
Yeah,
him and Julio Cruz, another great striker.
Yeah, another Argentinian, super crazy one. Those years it was like a very good team, to be honest, and I think like
we never won anything. We never won anything.
But it was the base of the treble as well, because after that, like,
it was a long way to the treble. It was a long way to the treble, because when Ronaldo left, then we had Crespo exchange.
Yeah.
Crespo was another great striker.
Batistuta
came in the last part of his career.
Yeah.
He did an interview a few months ago, and he said that he regrets to join Inter this late, because Moratti, the former owner of Inter Milan, was a true gentleman with all the players. too much gentleman.
Yeah.
And he always had talk with Batistuta since he was in Fiorentina to join Inter.
And finishing going to Rome first.
Won the Scudetto in Rome. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the last one for this section is the most iconic Colombian player from Inter, Ivan Cordova.
Ivan Cordova. Still remember when we got him from San Lorenzo?
Good deal.
I didn't know him at all because once there was an internet that you got to check all the players and everything. And I remember this small guy, really fast, with this big jump, was a very good defender. But that's the problem, I guess, from some of Colombian defenders from Murillo as well, because they are so fast. They don't always go to take the striker before, so they just wait for the striker to go cross him, just to show you how they are fast and they can get it back. But it's not always every time it is. But Cordoba was like the second captain, the vice captain for many years.
Okay, and we arrived to the last section of the podcast, and it's just you need to choose whatever of these two options that I'm gonna give you. So the first, which one of these players would you prefer that stay on Inter for longer time? Gabigol or Quaresma?
For how the quality is right now in Serie A, and how we were poor in the last year, and how we played, the style of play we had, I'm gonna say Gabigol.
Okay.
Because we had no strikers for some reason, and he may had an opportunity. We make an opportunity for him as well. But I think is the average South American player who can play just in South America, or in Portugal.
Yeah,
that's where all the South America can play good.
I was thinking the same about Gabriel Jesus, but he shut my mouth with this season in Arsenal. Incredible player, love him.
Yeah, because in Manchester City never played in his role, in his role. That's why.
And now it's crazy. Now it's on fire. Well, it's injured, but he was.
It's injured, but
yeah. What about this one? Same situation. Would you prefer to keep Julio Cesar, the goalkeeper, or Toldo?
I would say Julio Cesar, of course, one of the best keeper we have had. And I'll tell you why, because Toldo understood when it was over and was the time for Julio Cesar to step up.
Mm-hmm.
Something that didn't happen with the Slovenian guy we had on goal. I won't say his name. Because it's been very greedy. Very greedy. Very, very greedy. It's like 5 years that is not in the position to be the Inter goalkeeper anymore. And finally this year we got Onana, which is crazy. He's playing crazy.
Very good goalkeeper. And,
I love him as well. I love him.
And free.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
The Cameroon went out and he left the squad.
Yeah,
because basically he told the manager, do you think it's possible that is the keeper who must start the action and not the midfield? The midfield is shit.
Mm-hmm.
Basically,
he retired already. He said that he don't want to come back to Cameroon. Sad. Other one. Do you prefer Moratti or Shang?
No way Moratti was over because he spent a lot of money. He won everything. But having a true Interista as a owner, a familiar tradition, is the best for a football club in Italy. Okay, Zang spent a lot of money. He brings us some incredible players like Lukaku in the first, Hakimi, and Eriksen. You can say anything about him, and we can say that the COVID affected the Chinese situation.
Yeah.
Also for the ownership overseas, for overseas ownership. But I tell you something, I know 90% this will be his last season at Inter.
Yeah, 100%. They have to sell that to make that money back as well. They spend so
told
much.
Me that they are some guy close to change the ownership to the Arabic fund PIF.
Look at that. So you're gonna be the brother of Newcastle. And maybe Cristiano Ronaldo comes and finish the career in Inter.
Please no.
Well, and the last one. San Siro or Giuseppe Meazza?
We always say we go to San Siro. We go to San Siro. Giuseppe Meazza is the official name, but San Siro is the quarter of Milan where the stadium is located, but it's more San Siro.
Yeah. Okay.
San Siro. Well, so when you come to Milan, you will say, "I go to San Siro."
Okay, I will do. Well, we arrive unfortunately to the end of the podcast. It's been a very great episode. Very happy to have you here, Isaac.
Thank you for inviting me.
It was a totally pleasure, and you have a very crazy stories, and
me as well. Meeting you personally as well, and not
finally we met each other. It's like it's just virtually, everything, but it's nice to have this chat, and like for sure all these people that comes to the podcast and is gonna see this episode as well, they're gonna be very happy to see you because you're very active in the community, and like everyone love all the posts and like content that you create. You sell some jerseys as well, like privately, so if anyone is interested as well, like just text him. Very trust guy as well, so that's
thank you.
Just you wanna do like a reminder for the people to like follow you, or
my IG profile is my Instagram profile is Hisen_shirts. You can find me also on Instagram, on Twitter, Hisen the Galser. So just let's meet up and let's have a chat about football shirts and football and Transformers as well.
Always is nice, to talk about football, about Transformers as well. About Megan Fox.
I'm more on the robots than on the ladies of Transformers.
That's good. Yeah, because you're married, you cannot.
My wife is listening.
Yeah, sorry to all the girls. He's already
divorce.
Really?
Right now.
we have it here in YouTube. Okay, guys. Thank you very much.
People.
Yeah, of course. Yes. So thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. Thank you very much for comment to come by and meet this guy. So
thank you to you. It was a great pleasure. Thank you very much. I'm really pleased of this. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Finito. So yeah, see you guys. Thank you very much. Give it a comment, give it a like, share, etc. Bye bye.
Follow Classic Diez.